What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Anthony Sain Show. Here with my man, Kenny Stubblefield. Kenny, what's going on, my brother?
My brother, it's a hot day, but it's a good day.
Man, I just got a bit of breaking news. I'm going to save that for the end of the show. Hey, bro, we might got a new sponsor, bro. Hey, the Lord give it, the Lord take it away, bro. We might got a new sponsor.
All right.
Oh, shit. That's just a teaser about what's coming later on in the show, man. Y'all be ready for that one.
Let's go.
Inside the Same brain. It's going down. I'll tell you during the commercial break, Kenny Stubblefield. But, yeah, man. A lot of stuff going on today. Today's going to be a busy show, man. As usual, we have my man, Parish Sharkey, Memphis Grizzlies beat writer for the Bluff City Media is going to come in and join us for the sit down with Sain. Plenty of summer league stuff, plenty of offseason stuff to talk about with him, with the Grizzlies. Got a special guest, man, my man, Tommy Jacks, owner, founder. 901. Yeah, Mr. 901 himself. Tommy Jacks going to join us. Big, huge show going on this weekend, man, the Wildcard Rumble. In memory of my man, Devin Taylor, who passed away in a tragic lake party accident a couple years ago, man. We're going to have that event this Saturday. It's going to be off the chain. Titles on the line. The Wildcard Rumble is going down. Tommy's going to join us for that. The three-pointer is going to be great, man. We're going to talk about NCAA football came out for sure. We're going to talk about some other NBA stuff, some Olympic stuff, all these type of things. Jaylen Brown, you might be a freak, man. Everybody's talking about the fact that this man, but everybody talking about everything he said about Bronny, but the man might be a freak. I mean, we going to talk about that for the three-pointer today. As well as the Ja 2 leaked images of the Ja 2 are out there, man. We're going to talk about that for the three-pointer. And, of course, this breaking news I got today. Kenny Stubblefield. I ain't going to lie. I might need to go to the commercial break right now and get this up out of here.
Let's do it.
Let's go to break, man. Get my boy Parish Sharkey on for the sit down with Sain. But I'll just say this. If we were to do a segment, I'll talk about how y'all need to relax about Zack Edey. He can be all right, man. But, yeah, we'll talk about that later. But, yeah, I got to talk to my boy Kenny. So we're going to take a commercial break for this breaking news I just got. And we'll be back. When we see us next time, my man Parish Sharkey will be in the building for the sit down with Sain. We'll see you guys in a minute.
We had just heard that it was, all these guys with direct Memphis ties. They've been here before, etc. And it's like, come on. Like, damn, it seems like we just hired this whole search firm and all they're doing is going with the guy where they've
recycling the guys,
met their kid. Like, it's a personal thing.
It's easy to hire people that you know. In all aspects of life, it's not really anymore like what you know, it's who you know. When Ed Scott was announced, my initial thought was, this guy must have been hella impressive in his interviews. It is them basically saying, we believe so much in what you are saying that we're going to jump out and take a leap of faith here. And then I heard his press conference. TJ.
Yeah, I mean, this dude, I saw tweets, people like, I'm about to run through a wall for this guy. I never even met him. Like,
tune in to Tigers Untapped with TJ Willis and Trey Lasley every Wednesday at 3 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Let me be honest with you, man. I almost found it comical how many people acted like they knew who this guy was. Yeah. How did everybody have an opinion on a guy coaching Euro basketball in France? Everybody just, you take your caps off and go act like you know who this guy is when you heard about it. But then everybody goes and does the research, okay? And he does seem promising. And I love outside the box hires. Not all the greatest minds come from the NBA path, the traditional NBA path. So I'm cool with outside the box things, especially as international as this game has gotten. I am encouraged by it. I mean, I think it's fun. I just can't go as far as saying like Taylor Jenkins just hired his replacement and he's going to be an amazing coach and the Grizzlies are going to win the NBA championship because of him.
Tune into The Daily Grind with your host, Lute Hatmaker, every Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. live on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Anthony Sain Show. It's time, of course, for Sit Down with Sain. with my guy, Parish Sharkey, man. He's the Grizzlies beat writer for Bluff City Media. Covers the team like none other in the city of Memphis. Paris, what's going on, my brother?
Ain't not much, man. How's it going?
Man, trying to make it, bro. Trying to make it before they take it, man. Trying to waiting on my NCAA NCAA college football, 25 to hit, man. I got the broke dude edition, man. So I'm waiting on this. I got the regular edition, man. I got it primarily for my kid. He ain't gonna be here until this weekend, so I ain't gonna need to be getting it early.
Yeah.
I'm literally gonna have,
no point.
They're gonna have time to sit down and play it anyway. So yeah, shout out to Gabe who's getting the game. We'll talk about that more when it comes down to the 3-pointer. But yeah, just doing that, man. Trying to watch some summer league games, going through anxiety, man, anticipating possibly seeing Zack Edey, then finding out right before tip-off. No, man, he's straight, man. He ain't playing, bro.
I had the feeling he wasn't either. I felt it all day. It was like,
yeah,
I just have to he's not playing. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And of course, our fans are going crazy about it. People are saying, they're kind of worried at this point, all those type of things. And, this is just the Grizzlies, doing what they do. And this kid, I'm fully prepared to see, Zack Edey out 2 to 3 months and all these type of things. I don't feel that way at all, man. I don't know how you feel. I don't want to tell people how they should feel, but I don't feel that way at all when it comes down to this. We actually saw this injury happen. You know what I mean? So is that like it's going to be a phantom or made-up injury? We saw this injury happen, and it happened a week ago. So, expecting him to be, if this is a regular NBA game or a playoff game or something like that, he probably is good enough to go out there and play. But being this is a summer league game, there's no need in making that injury prolonged by having him play if he's not 100%. I get it.
Nah. I'm with
so
you.
where are you been on that whole thing?
I twisted my ankle so many times. So I see. I twisted my ankle plenty of times. So yeah, I ain't worried about his injury. Yeah, I remember it was a couple years ago when Ja Morant had sprained his ankle, but the injury looked worse, like how it actually looked. And when I saw the replay, I was like, "Oh, that's a sprained ankle. He out 2 weeks. He'll be back."
Yeah,
that's exactly what happened. So any ankle injuries, I never worry about because they're literally you twist your ankle just walking down your walking your bedroom.
Mm-hmm. Another interesting aspect of it is that, the whole Olympic thing, right? Because he chose not to play for Team Canada to come play in the Summer League. People are saying, well, this sucks because he could have been playing for his country. And I get that part too, but I still think that it's valuable time that he's being here with the Grizzlies. I think the fact that he's playing, because Olympic basketball is not like international basketball in the NBA. They're close. They're closer than college is to the NBA, but they're not really the same thing. And the way he'd be used on the Olympic team is different than how the Grizzlies would use him as well. Yeah. So I just think him being around practice, being around the guys, being around the coaching staff, I think those things definitely matter as well. Where are you at as far as the whole Canada not playing for Canada thing?
Yeah, I'm exactly where you at with it, because I was thinking about it earlier. I saw Twitter, of course, see people on there talking about it. Man, he could have been on Team Canada, this and that. And I was like, well, he said he right.
But for his sake, it sucks. I don't care. Whatever.
Right. And do you want him playing on if this injury is more serious, hypothetically, do you want him playing on Team Canada?
Playing on it now, because he would have been playing on if he was for the Canadian team. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I'd rather see Zack Edey realizing, this little Cam Spencer, this little motherfucker crazy. Like, I'd rather have him have that experience than have to deal with. Man. I don't care about, because for one, I'm not trying to watch games at 2 a.m. or whenever the hell Canada plays. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't care, man. I'm fine with it. I'm not tripping about it. I think he'll be back. I think he'll be back Wednesday. I think he'll probably play in that game Wednesday, and I think he'll get some league action. But another point is that this Grizzlies team is beating the shit out of everybody they play. Like, they're beating the hell out of every team they play so far. Probably averaging around 20 points a game per victory, margin of victory. Looking like maybe the best team in the Summer League. We haven't played everybody, of course, but they're looking like a team that's good. But that makes total sense, because 4 of our 5 starters last night were guys that played for the Grizzlies last year. Like, and we're competing with teams.
It started.
Right, it started. You know,
like all the last half of the season, they started, like, literally.
Yeah, you're talking about Gigi Jackson. You're talking about not Cam Spencer. You're talking about Gigi Jackson. You're talking about Jake LaRavia, Jemison. You're talking about Scottie Pippen Jr. Those 4 guys played real minutes for us, a lot last year. So no surprise that they're beating teams with, some dude who just got out of college, who's not even close to being an NBA player. You know what I mean? So I would not be surprised if Memphis wins the whole thing. I'm anticipating that, and I'd love to see Zack Edey come back. Have a couple good monster games before that happens. Has anything changed, good or bad, about how you view Zach since the last game he played though? Like, have you watched any other film? Heard anybody else, sharing things about him? What else has anything changed, good or bad?
No, that's a change. I mean, I saw one game. I saw all I need to see in that one game. Honestly, there's nothing else going to change. I mean, he can come back and struggle a little bit, but you can throw that to injury. He missed a week after being hurt, right? Or he not 100% healthy. So not really much that's going to really change my opinion about him unless he just come out and just don't have a 0 rebound game or something like that, right? But I don't foresee that happening. So yeah, nothing changed one way or the other. Like I said, more film to watch, all that stuff. I'm watching the team play. I'm enjoying watching the team force all those turnovers, and I've had to write for the most of some of these games. So yeah, I'm just kind of locked in on covering the team from that standpoint. And hey, hopefully he can play. I'm wanting him to play, but I'm not just super sick that he's not playing. I understand the caution, especially after last season. Man, when you had that type of injury history that happened throughout last season, you're definitely gonna take the safe side, and I commend him for that.
Yeah. And as fans, we're going to take the side of nervous as hell. You know what I'm saying? When we see a guy take an injury, even though it's an ankle injury. So, but even with that, fans are going to freak out. I'm not where you are. I've gotten more excited, even with him not playing since that last game more than you have. And that will be because of probably one man on Twitter, a guy by the name of Sancho _Ponzi on Twitter, who makes these Zack Edey compilation videos. I don't know if he's a Purdue fan. Yeah, he's a Big 12 and a Big 12 fan for Illinois. But anyway, I guess he's a Zack Edey fan. But he's been going crazy with the mixtapes. He's got me out for real, man. Shout out to this dude at Sancho _Ponzi on Twitter. He's been adding me on a lot of stuff. Yeah, he's putting some crazy mixtapes together for Zack Edey. It's making me wonder.
Now,
go ahead.
I have seen some stuff about like the toughness factor of him defending his teammates. I've seen a lot of those like clips. I saw a whole mixtape about that when people was questioning.
Yeah, it's probably from that dude, man, because he's making
I think it was him.
He made a "Give Me That Shit" play highlight reel of all the blocks and them talking shit.
That's
like,
funny.
Give me this dude. Give me this dude, man. Something else that I think that we have identified in the summer league is that our rookies, all three of them, are guys that can play basketball, and that they will be fine. I mentioned this on Twitter. This is something that the Miami Heat have also been very good with, and that's identifying guys around that late first, second round, guys that you can bring in on two-way contracts, those type of things, and just phase those guys in as guys that are ready to play basketball very soon for your team. And it's almost like a revolving door, those type of guys. And whether it be Zack Edey, of course, who's definitely not going to be a revolving door player. I think their plan, of course, for him is to be the starter and all those type of things and be, the big man of the future. But with guys like Cam Spencer and Jalen Wells, Jalen's a guy who is, signed to a guaranteed deal. But Cam Spencer, of course, is, on a two-way deal. You have guys like that on two ways. You have guys like Scottie Pippen Jr. on a two-way. And even a guy like Trey Jemison, who definitely has a lot of flaws to his game. But if you're talking about an emergency, breaking cases of emergency big, he does a lot of stuff that you need. He still sets screens well. He's a good rebounder. He's a big body. Kind of a Xavier Tillman with no outside game at all, and probably no perimeter defense, but just kind of a big body guy that can do some stuff to kind of relieve you some time. What are your thoughts on the Memphis Grizzlies? I say it's called having an 18-man roster where they're really using those two-way contracts in a way where they're an extension of the roster and guys that you feel like are really going to be up next. Identifying guys not to be projects, because a lot of teams use those two-way contracts is, well, let me just get this project guy and see if he works out. The Grizzlies are actually using it like an 18-man roster. What are your thoughts on what I was just saying pretty much about how the Grizzlies are kind of being more innovative when it comes down to how they use their second-round picks?
Well, it's kind of happened by circumstance, right? With last year, we started with Vince Williams and Gigi Jackson. But I do believe Gigi was planned to be kind of like that, starting two-way, then eventually get to the roster. Vince, on the other hand, was that, okay, let's see.
We ran out of dudes.
Right. Yeah, right. And then you ended up working out, like really, really, really working out, right? So, and then in the process, you ended up signing the other two-way guys who Scottie Pippen Jr. looked good throughout his second half of the season. Trey Jemison showed promise, and I wrote specifically about him on the game recap yesterday. And I was like, I think he could be the fifth big, really. I'm like, we over time about who we need to get this new fifth big. I'm like, Trey Jemison be just fine. He got experience from last year. He's still developing. He gives you exactly what you need out the five position. I think he could be the fifth big, but the way the Grizzlies have just like set everything up, man, it's amazing. It's just like, man,
Right.
at some point, it's like, oh, we got two. I guess ain't no such thing as too many players because we got players on the roster who probably ain't building in these two-way guys, right? So you just kind of wish that they had their roster spot. So I do actually have a reverse question for you. Which player do you think will be the first one of the two-way guys to get a actual main roster?
Man,
contract?
our fans are in love with Scottie Pippen Jr., but that doesn't make any logical sense because to me it'd be Cam Spencer, and that's because Scottie Pippen Jr. John Morant, I say this all the time. I said this last week. John Morant is your starting point guard, right? He's going to play 30, 35 minutes a game. That means you got anywhere from 13 to 18 backup point guard minutes available. And those can go to Desmond Bain. They can go to Marcus Smart. They can go to Vince Williams. There's several guys that can kind of hold that down when John's not in the game, right? But Cam Spencer is a guy who his shooting and his playmaking and his just muck shit up ability just makes him a totally different player. And I think that Scottie Pippen Jr. is a good at those things too. But he's a point guard and a point guard only. He's 6'1". You can't put him at the two. You can't play him with Ja, right? So it's like I think Cam Spencer is a guy who could get to play some two, play some small ball three, very small ball three. If you're playing with Marcus Smart at the three, you can put him at the three. Yeah, you can do a lot of things, a lot more things with him, man. He's a guy who could almost make Luke Kennard expendable. Like those are real conversations that I believe are valid conversations as far as Cam Spencer is concerned. So I just think he has the chances of him getting called up could be a little better than Scottie Pippen Jr. And I think Scottie Pippen Jr. has been incredible in the summer league. He's looking like a grown ass man out there, and that's something else.
5 steals yesterday.
Yeah, he was going crazy. So yeah, I think it's Cam Spencer though, as far as who could be the next guy to get called up. But with this roster situation, man. You know, we just can't make guys disappear here. We got to be smart with the money, how we go about doing things, which leads to my next question for you. What are your thoughts on the breaking news that the Grizzlies are willing to part ways with Zaire Williams? How am I don't even know how I'm dealing with this. Find out the Grizzlies don't want Zaire Williams. We found this out yesterday.
Of
course, it's being sarcastic, bro, because the Grizzlies have been trying to move Zaire Williams for at least a year and a half. You know what I mean? So what are your thoughts on not that news, of course, but what are your thoughts on the chances or the probability that the Grizzlies actually can make that move?
We'll see. I would say this. It's kind of, to us, it's not breaking news, right? But it's kind of breaking news because if you think about, I think it was their first Vegas Summer League game. Remember last year, Zaire came out, trotting out, and sitting on the front row of the games with Desmond Bain and all them guys.
Yeah.
He did it again this year in the first Summer League game. Sitting against the Climate and Teddy Jenkins. So you sitting there thinking, like, hold on. What? Like, so it makes you think and wonder, like, hold on. So he's still solidified on the roster. What? Because I mean, you know, obviously you're doing that type of stuff. But so I can see how it could be like.
So did Dylan Brooks. Somebody said so did Dylan Brooks.
He did though. That's true. That's true.
Oh man.
But yeah, man. But yeah, we'll see, man. I mean, of course, we hope so that they'll be able. I guess I don't know. It must be this whole, because I would think, man, just throw 2 seconds or wherever, right? But it might be this whole apron thing. And although, because he's an expiring deal, so I would think they would be able to get rid of him. A team would want an expiring contract eventually. Maybe a trade deadline.
It seems like it's tied up to this Luke Kennard thing. It ain't happened yet, so it might not be as easy as we think, bro. But I think here's the thing, man. I think that what the Grizzlies are actually trying to do, and I teased this today on Twitter because I think this feels like it has legs. It feels real. It feels possible. Let me see. I'm not trying to break news, act like I got any intel. But there are a couple of reports that came out about the Grizzlies that are still lingering, right? And one of those reports is that they wanted several true bigs on this roster. They want to add multiple true bigs, right? They got one. Darion Sharp. Is it Davion or Darion Sharp?
Daron, yeah.
Daron Sharp was another guy that was reported they had interest in, as well as Dorian Finney-Smith with Brooklyn, right? When I first saw that deal, I said, okay, that's Luke Kennard. They're going to sign and trade Luke Kennard, right? They're going to pick up his option and trade him to Brooklyn, right? They didn't pick up his option, which took Luke Kennard off the table, which means that if there was a deal with Brooklyn that they were trying to do, they probably never were including Luke Kennard. They didn't just now sit down and do the math on Luke Kennard, right? So if there was a deal where the Grizzlies were trying to get those two guys, it probably never involved Luke Kennard. There's only one other dude on the roster whose money makes sense if your plan was to get Dorian Finney-Smith and Day'Ron Sharpe. It's Brandon Clark. And it fits perfectly with Zaire Williams' money. It's a done deal. You know what I mean? But what I think might be happening is the Grizzlies may not want to move Brandon Clark.
Yeah, I think
Brooklyn might be saying, Santi, we'll take Santi, but we don't want Zaire. And the Grizzlies like, I don't know if I want to do Santi.
Yeah, that's a lot. Santi and Breeze BC, yeah, that's too much.
Right. Well, they might be saying we want Jake LaRavia. Good God, I'm holding my chest. If the Grizzlies are holding up a trade, because they want to keep Jake LaRavia. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's that, but there's some. It might just be Brooklyn's like, no, give me a first round pick. And Memphis is like, no, I'll give you 2 seconds. Well, no, give me 3 seconds. It might be something as simple as that. But I think I think that type of deal is in the works. But we'll see how that whole thing plays out, man. So what do you think though? What do you think is going on with it?
I don't know what's going on. I will say this: there are certain trades I would trade Brandon Clark for. That wouldn't be a trade. I wouldn't trade him for that package. I don't know. It's probably more so because Dorian Finney-Smith is cool, but I think he moved the needle that much to trade BC for. Day'Ron Sharpe is cool, but it's like, nah, if I'm trading BC, it got to be in the package for like a John. We got the aprons to deal with right now, but like John, somebody along those lines, he got to be traded for somebody more significant. So Cam Johnson got to be in that deal, something like that. If I'm trading BC,
do you think a deal like that? Because if you add John Conchar too, if the Grizzlies, if Brooklyn takes back all 3 of those contracts, they probably gonna want a first round pick too, though. But do you think it could be that a deal like that, some type of framework, something like that is on the table, but the Grizzlies kind of want to see what they have in Summer League first from a guy like GG Jackson? Like, is he ready to be a guy who we think that with proper evaluation, proper development could be a guy that plays in the playoffs? You think that could be holding it up or anything? Because there are people saying things like, well, the Grizzlies are trying to see what Cam Spencer is before they sign Luke Kennard. I don't think that's particularly true.
Nah, it's already 2-way. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you? That could end. They could take him off the 2-way and sign to a real deal.
They could, but it's still like I don't think.
Yeah.
I still don't think you would take him off, then sign him, then trade him right out there. Because after you sign, I don't know how it works with rookies. I know with like veterans, once you sign them, you can't trade them until like December or something. I don't know if it's the same way with rookies.
No, I think with 2 ways you can take a guy off a 2-way and put it and sign him to a regular deal. Now I don't think you have to wait any amount of time.
Yeah.
I think you just
talking about trading.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I know you can just take them off and sign them. I don't know if you could trade them like immediately right after doing it. But I don't think they wait. I think some of these guys, they know they're gonna keep on the roster. Even Jake LaRavia, for the instance, otherwise he wouldn't be playing Summer League. I think you would took him off the court if you plan to trade him. So that's why it seemed like that Zaire is trying to get traded. They try and trade him because otherwise he still could benefit for Summer League. You're going to be honest, but I don't think they're waiting on that sense. I think it's just a lot of. I tell you this, and we said this earlier with the Donovan Mitchell thing when they threw their name in half of that, and maybe it's for another player. Desmond Bane admitted to him and Mikal Bridges being together. Yeah, and when Mikal got traded to New York, and Mikal had mentioned a potential trade to Memphis to Desmond Bane. He said on the Chris Vernon show yesterday. So apparently the Grizzlies are definitely dabbling and definitely like taking interest in things. Yeah, but nothing just has hit yet.
In that particular trade, I think the breakdown for that, I talked to Chris Ingram about this. We all did via text message in a group chat. But I think the breakdown in that deal probably was Brooklyn probably definitely wanted GG Jackson. And they probably wanted this year's number 9 pick in that deal. And I think that that's a lot. And you wouldn't have had Zack Edey. You would have had Mikal Bridges, but we would not have had Zack Edey.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't have no center, yeah.
And I think that with New York didn't have a good pick this year. I think they picked it like 25th or something like that. And of course, with that, the draw could have been a future Knicks pick as opposed to right now 25th pick in this year's draft. So I think they did that option with New York. I ain't mad. I like Mikal Bridges. I think he's great, but I'm kind of leery about trading that many. You're talking about 5 or 6 first round picks, and most of them are unprotected that you're trading. You're off into the future, man. Because you trade 5 first round picks, you're talking about 10 years from now. You know what I mean? Like that could be for one dude, man. That's a lot. Bro. That's a lot. That's a lot for sure. But you did mention the whole Desmond Bain thing. I thought that was pretty wild. A lot of Grizzly fans are saying what happened because Mikal Bridges was saying like it because some people thinking that meant that that deal was. They're misinterpreted saying that Mikal Bridges said he thought he was coming to Memphis, and that's not what was happening.
Yeah,
basically,
it was more.
He was letting them know that one of the teams that was pursuing me was Memphis. My agent. People gotta understand agents have they do all these things through agents, right? So, and of course, Memphis is trying to do it. But like you said, it just kind of points to this: they're not done. They're looking to do other things for sure, man. Final question for my man Parish Sharkey. Of course, you know him. He's a Memphis Grizzlies beat writer for Bluff City Media. Jake LaRavia, right? So y'all know I have a long running, thing I do with Jake. Jake has been asked most of the time here. I have no regrets of saying it. Picked up his game at the end of the year last year, had some great games, undeniable games. Looks a lot better. I'm not gonna say because I woke up to this morning to my man Joe Mullinax, right? So I'm listening to him. I'm listening to him today, and he's like, Jake LaRavia is clearly too good for summer league. Like, man, he had 13 points, bro. Like, Gigi had 23. Like, what are you talking about? Like, he was saying Gigi still leaves a lot to be desired. Like, I don't think Jake looks too good for summer league, but this is who Jake LaRavia is. Like, we saw him scoring 20-something points a game, with the Memphis Hustle. Mm-hmm. This is that level of competition. My thing with Jake LaRavia has and always will be, I don't care about what you do in games when the guy on the other side of the court is not bringing his max effort or this is Memphis with nobody playing. Oh, who's this white kid killing me? All right, my bad. Jake LaRavia looked up at 90 or 30. Like, you know what I mean? Those things can happen when you're playing meaningless games, right? Which is also why I question how good Lauri Markkanen really is, right? Or what can he be on a winning team, right? I think he's an incredible player. But anyway, Jake LaRavia, I just wonder what Lauri would be on a team that's really good. And he's not the best player, not even the second best player on the team. I wonder what that would look like.
We've seen it before he went to Utah.
Right. And he faded away. You know what I mean? So, and I think he's good enough to just go be awesome on a bad team. But a lot of dudes are. You know what I mean? If Jaren Jackson scored 25 points per game last year when he had no other option, and we were on a bad team. That's not who Jaren is. He'll never score 25 points per game again. But back to Jake LaRavia. Like I said, we've seen him in these type of environments look good against these type of guys. But all we need Jake LaRavia to do is be a dude of, can I kick the ball out to you and you knock down a shot? He hasn't proven that he's able to be that dude. And that's something we'll have to see when the season goes on. I hope he is, because he's adding a couple other things to the bag too. Being able to get to the basket a little bit more, playing some defense, mid-range shot, all those types of things. Yeah. I just don't know. I don't know what Jake is, man. But I guess we'll see pretty soon. But what are your thoughts on what Jake LaRavia is so far? And do you think he's something more than what we probably all have thought he was over the last couple of years?
I think he's something more than what we thought, because truth be told, he was hurt a lot when you really think about it. Like, he played, I remember his rookie year began. He had like a good little stretch, then he got hurt. And then that was pretty much in his rookie year, because when he got back, he was just out of rotation. Never really got back in. That was just it. Then next year started, last season. He started off not really doing it well. Then got hurt again. Then came back, got hurt again. Then came back and finally showed what he got at the end of the season, right? And now it has carried over to summer league. So I have seen some glimpses of hope out of him. But to your point, I still haven't seen him in a row. I just don't know. I guess in a sense we still know with Gigi, but I know the talent in Gigi. I could see him working out with Bain and Jaren in a row. Jake, I haven't seen that yet. Like I said, and main thing we need him to do is to spot up and shoot.
Right.
Also, playing defense, he's doing well in summer league. Is it going to carry over in the big leagues? Right. Those are the questions you really still have about him. But I can't say he's an NBA. I can't say he's an NBA player. At first, we was questioning that. I can say definitively he is an NBA player, but may not be for the Grizzlies. Maybe for the Grizzlies, but more back half of the rotation.
I bought my table, man. Looked like it was a goddamn earthquake going on up here. But yeah, this is another thing too. I don't have any worries about Gigi Jackson. I think he'll be fine. He's a guy right now. He's gonna have to play out the other dudes. You know what I mean? And I think he'll be fine. Yeah. But here's the thing about him too that a lot of people also aren't seeing. In the past, we've told guys to just go out there and do your thing in some league, right? Whether it's Desmond Bain or Jake LaRavia or whoever. We gave guys the ball, Zaire Williams, whatever. Zaire Williams looked like a goofball trying to be a star player in the summer league, right? Gigi looks like it's just a little bit too easy to him. Things that he's trying to do, he looks like he's doing too much, but it looks like he's super talented while doing these things. You know what I mean? He's taking bad shots. He's not getting shots to fall, but he's doing some super talented things with the basketball. That's something that he's looked elite when it comes down to some of those type of things.
And it's really just to me, it's really just threes. He just ain't shooting well from three in some of the league. Everything else,
Gigi will be fine, man. Gigi will be fine.
Yeah.
The Grizzlies will be fine. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the next coming weeks. Still got the Luke Kennard contract out there. That's something that'll probably be resolved probably in the next week or so. Hopefully, we got a deal coming that can free some things up and get the Zaire Williams of the world up out of here, man. But I tell you what, Parish, bro, we about to take a break, man. When we come back, it's gonna be more the Anthony Sain show. We'll see you guys in a minute.
We had just heard that it was, all these guys with direct Memphis ties. They've been here before, etc. And it's like, come on. Like, damn, it seems like we just hired this whole search firm and all they're doing is going with the guy where they've
recycling the guys,
met their kid. Like, it's a personal thing.
It's easy to hire people that you know. In all aspects of life, it's not really anymore like what you know, it's who you know. When Ed Scott was announced, my initial thought was, this guy must have been hella impressive in his interviews. It is them basically saying, we believe so much in what you are saying that we're going to jump out and take a leap of faith here. And then I heard his press conference. TJ.
Yeah, I mean, this dude. I saw tweets, people like, I'm about to run through a wall for this guy. I never even met him. Like,
tune in to Tigers Untapped with TJ Willis and Trey Lasley every Wednesday at 3 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
When you had to deal with the media, how were you in your career? Were you easy to deal with?
The word that was thrown around for me and a lot of corners was media darling.
Really?
I think I was the guy.
I don't think that's true. Is that true?
Michael Wallace refuses to. He never lets me live down. When he called me during a free agent summer, and he was working in Miami, called me on my phone during the summertime. He's like, the first thing he said to me was, well, how'd you get my number? I pretty much told him if he wanted anything, talk to my agent. But I was pretty short with him. His recollection. I could have been losing the bet on the golf course at that point in time. And he was talking to me about was I going to Miami or not? And I had no idea where I was going.
Tune in to the Night Court podcast with your hosts, Rob Fisher and Brevin Knight, on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. United Way of the Mid-South and 901 FC are teaming up to gather school supplies for students and teachers in Memphis Shelby County schools. We invite you to join us in our Stuff the Bus initiative. Bring new school supplies to the 901 FC versus San Antonio FC game on Saturday, July 27th at 7:30 p.m. Donate notebooks, pens, pencils, crayons, and much more. Or you can contribute by texting UW Schools to 41444 to make a monetary donation.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Anthony Sain Show. It's time for the three-pointer, man. Y'all know what it is, man. We talk about three things that are going on in the world. Let's go ahead.
This segment.
We've been talking about this during the break, man. We're going to talk about some NBA news first. Let's go and get out of the way, bro. Jaylen Brown showed up at the game. He was talking about, and if you read the brother lips, he said Bronny James needs to be in college. Like, he basically said, I don't think he's an NBA player, and, because of his dad, who his daddy is, he'll be all right. People made jokes because he came back at 4 a.m. and apologized to Bronny James and just said, I've been a fan, this type of shit, right? And everybody's been talking about that, right? Everybody talking about, yeah, man, Jaylen Brown, put his mouth on Bronny, now he's taking his words back. And I might just be the nasty ass dude because I am the nasty. That person on Twitter did say that I am the nasty ass old man who's saying that Angel Reese and Asia Wilson look 2 19-year-olds are fine, right? When they're both 22 and 27, but anyway. I might be that nasty ass dude. But I'm the one who noticed, like, all right, Jaylen Brown just pulled up at the game with this gorgeous chick. What's her name? Arise somebody. What's her name, Paris? You are a WNBA expert. What's the girl's name?
Kazri Gonzaric. I don't know how to pronounce the last name, but first name is Kazri.
The red
she used to date Kevin Porter Jr. The one he domestic.
I was trying to avoid that, but yeah, her, right? So he pulls up with the red junk, who we recently found out is his junk. And he also got Angel Reese with him too, who's not his junk, right? So I'm like, all right, bro. Like I might just be the only nasty dude in the room, right? So I'm like, I can't be the only one. It's like, okay, Jaylen Brown, he's kind of on the spiritual vibe. I think he's like got some Islam mixed in with some, I think he's on that type of energy. I might be wrong. If I'm offending anybody, I apologize. But being polyamorous kind of feel like it's part of their profile. So,
oh my God.
So I'm looking at Angel Reese, who looked quite freaky. She looked like she might be down for the whatever type. Kid and Sophia got up out of here. So I'm like, bro, Jaylen Brown looking over freaky, bro. Like, if I was if somebody were to put NBA players in a lineup and say, who do y'all think has their penis pierced to their balls? I'd say Jaylen Brown. Like, if somebody asked me, who do I think a freaky ass dude is in the league? I would say Jaylen Brown. But he's just like a freaky ass dude, bro. So
he a fan. He a fan. He a fan. Huh?
Oh my God.
And that man look freaky. I don't care what y'all say. Jaylen Brown look like he down for the nasty shit you could think of, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, I'm not judging anybody, but let me see.
Hey, y'all join me in Parish for our Bible study.
All right, bro. Hold on, bro. Let me clean this up, bro. Let me clean this up.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown looks like a very sexually liberated brother. And the light-skinned red chick that was, I don't know nothing about her. She's a beautiful woman. Angel Reese, beautiful woman. But she looks like she was a little sexually liberated as well, bro. She might be down for the whatever may come, may go. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm just saying, bro. Like, if somebody were to say who y'all think the freakiest looking dude is in the league, I'd say it's probably Jaylen Brown, bro. Like, I mean, he's like a freak nasty ass dude, man. I'm like, okay. But anyway, bro, y'all ain't giving me. All
right, I got nothing for you.
y'all just gonna let me be at it by myself. I'm like, all right, bro, you just pulled them at the game with the red chick and Angel Reese. I know they girls, but they be TikToking and content creating together. Like, nah, bro, this shit. I don't know, bro. You talk your ass out. This shit look freaky as hell.
Ex-teammates, yeah.
It might just be me being nasty. It might just be that, bro. There is a chance I just might be the creep. That's already been identified. But another NBA news.
man said over nasty.
man, like he over nasty. Hey, bro, you know Jaylen Brown look like he freaky as hell, bro. Like he got all kind of little freak ass nipple piercings and shit up on his goddamn on his body gear.
So you think he's got the Dennis Rodman trajectory? He's gonna come in with like the green hair with the tattoos one summer.
Man came into the league. He had a tall high top fade and a low.
High top
fade. His hair is getting lower and the beard is getting longer. That man, freaky, man, freaky. Yeah. Any dude who braids ain't growing, you a freak. Too much semen coming out. Your hair ain't growing.
Okay.
Vitamin E, your hair ain't growing.
So is that the scientific? Is that scientific? Can we back that up with science? Hold on.
I don't know, man. You're calculating too much, man. You ain't get no vitamin E, man. So you ain't get no protein for your hair, man.
If you losing hair, on top of your head, it's because you.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? If you barely hang it on.
Is that what? Oh. So you've been getting some comments lately about your hairline, man. Is that your response?
Hey, I might have got no protein in my system, man.
I feel you, man.
I've been like this for a long time, though. I still got a full head of hair. You see your boy Brady or whatever, but the hairline been hanging on with their life for a minute. Well, we got something to say something about that job. I can get your wife, though. Because I can get your bitch. Or your mama if you're a young nigga, whatever you I bet you I can get them. But yeah, Jaylen Brown, man, just look freaky. It didn't look like a guy, his girlfriend, in the third, and her friend. It looked like a dude that's some freaky shit going on. I don't know. Hope this shit don't go viral because I feel like dealing with none of them folks in my mentions. But yeah,
you ain't lying. Boston's gonna come for your neck.
Yeah, Hey man, hey, if that's what the deal is, bro, hey, Jaylen Brown, you might be the coldest dude in the league. That's why I'm looking at. I'm not judging the brother at all.
No.
If y'all left the summer league game in Vegas and you had the pretty red girl, which I don't know her name, can't remember her name. It's too difficult. Don't judge me. And Angel Reese, that shit look freaky, but it look fine. I ain't gonna lie to you. Don't get it twisted, bro.
He said it looked freaky, but it looked fire.
Oh man, did you see Angel Reese go live? Talk about I'm tired of y'all dudes. Talk about
my god,
where y'all go fly me out? Said, fool, who gonna fly y'all out?
Yeah, I saw that.
I love that. That was hilarious.
And then dudes would like do the reverse of how girls say, "Oh, it's giving broke." So if you ain't got it like that, just say that. That shit was hilarious, bro. Like it's so funny because there's so many beautiful women in the WNBA, and they're like, the NBA is like it's like all eyes on the WNBA right now, and guys are talking about getting flued out by WNBA players. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Team USA is trash. Like, and they blame the players. They said the players weren't good enough last time. It's fucking Steve Kerr, man. Don't know what the hell he's doing. Like, that's the problem. They built this team wrong. Shout out to Karma, man. Y'all purposely avoided Kyrie Irving. You purposely avoided Jaylen Brown, freak ass. You personally avoided Ja Morant because of their gun stuff. And this is what you got. You got a team that's out there screwing around with Australia because you got a bunch of old ass men who thought they were just gonna come out there and make this a cakewalk, and the other countries are playing hard as shit against us, and our roster is made weird. You got Joel Embiid out there who's not an Olympic style player at all. You know
but didn't they put it to Canada? And Canada's supposed to be pretty good though, right?
But man, Australia played. No, they beat Canada by like 10.
They struck up most of the game until probably late third quarter. It was one of those type of They
don't
just
get me wrong. They can win the whole
They were blowing
thing.
out Australia. Yeah, they were blowing out Australia, but Australia came back at the end. So it
looked like the FIBA team look, bro. It looked like the FIBA team look.
Yeah,
but I guess
it's Steve Kerr. It's Steve Kerr for sure.
It's Steve Kerr. They'll win gold, but that team ain't as sexy as everybody was.
He ain't the coach everybody says he is, man.
No,
that's the thing.
I've been saying that, bro. Before you used to argue me up and down, now you say that shit about dude. Oh man, that shit took me, bro. Hey, shout out to Jaylen Brown though, cause maybe I'm just freaking. I'm just projecting that shit on there, man. That shit was looking freaky to me, bro. That shit was looking fire though. Don't get it twisted. Freaky yet fire. Don't get it twisted at all. Please don't. But Angel Reese sexy as hell to me. Them goddamn lashes. I almost said something so gross. Just so nasty. I almost said something so gross. Anyway, bro. In other NBA news, historical hire by Los Angeles Lakers, man. It's
JJ Redick hired as a podcaster. Wait a second.
No,
man. Lindsey Harding, who's a G League coach. I think Lindsey Harding was named G League Coach of the Year, if I'm not mistaken. She is added to JJ Redick's coaching staff. Shout out to that young woman of color being added to that team in their coaching staff. But yeah, Bronny James out there looking terrible. Shout out to Bronny, though. I'm glad he's in the league. Shout out to Bomani Jones, one of my GOATs, one of my personal guys I love to hear talk and love to listen to. Ask the question, man. Are we sure this is even what Bronny wants to do? Or is this LeBron James trying to paint a storybook picture for his career? You know what I mean? You know, it looks very Hollywood what we're watching. It looks like we're watching a scene from one of these movies where a kid finds a magical shoe and turns into a basketball player. But Bronny just ain't found the shoe.
Did you hear what JJ said? JJ was interviewed, and he said that he thinks that Bronny can become Lou Dort.
All right. Number 2.
he ain't tall enough for that.
Number 2, man.
Lou Dort, Parish. Oh my God. Get out.
Number 2, Kenny. I ordered NCAA college football 2025 today for my PlayStation 5. I'm a broke ass dude. I did not get the luxury edition you guys got.
Deluxe.
Yeah, I did not get that exquisite edition. That gives you basically nothing but to get to play it a couple days early. It ain't that crucial to me. I'll watch y'all play it and ask y'all about it. Like the Prisoners on Life, when they were talking about Ray's Boom Boom Room. I will ask y'all to tell me in great detail what the game is like.
One of the greatest movies ever, man.
Right. I'm not paying $100 for a video game just so I can play it early. No, I'm good. I just give me the broke dude joint, the broke dude edition. Plus, I got it primarily for my son. Gabe will be here this weekend, so I didn't really feel a rush to go get it. He can go get it when it's you know, I'll have it ready when he gets here this weekend because I think it comes on like Thursday night, maybe Friday morning, something like that.
Yeah.
So I'll have that ready.
Night.
Yeah, I had that ready for him, the regular dudes edition. But I'm excited about it. I think they said the University of Memphis has 18 different uniforms, and you can interchange all the parts on those 18 different uniforms as well. Like put this helmet with these.
They had so many.
Yeah, it's gonna be that.
Well, and we were talking about it last night. They do the dynamic. I think it's when you do the dynasty mode or whatever, where you can do like they're going to be changing up like the rankings and ratings and all that kind of stuff is going to change throughout the season.
Right. Yeah.
As the real season is happening, I'm firmly in the camp that the University of Memphis is going to be introducing new jerseys this year.
Yeah.
And they're going to upload them. It's going to be
in there.
dynamically added to the game as they come out.
This is going to be the jersey pack for $50. You can get all the new jerseys that just came out. But these microtransactions piss me off so bad. I'm scared to even ask this question online. And if you guys are watching, put it in the comments if you already have the game. But tell me that the whatever mode is the coach mode, like when you go get a team and you got to go recruit players. Tell me that's not pay for play. Tell me I can just play the game and not just like this crazy grind where I got to do a bunch of stupid stuff to get one recruiting point or whatever. But tell me that is regular. Like I can play the game at a normal pace and I can go earn points for recruiting and go get who I want. Don't tell me I got to pay money to earn. Like I got to have a damn real life NIL deal to go sign.
No, is that the case? I wonder.
Like, bro, that's how 2K does stuff, bro. 2K does.
I know. I said like 2K. I was like, I hope they don't do like no 2K, bro. Ain't nobody got time for all this.
Yeah, man. So I'm hoping that it's regular, like it was old school. You could just play the game like normal, use your recruiting points to go get a dude, and you can but I hope it ain't like you got to pay money to be able to actually recruit dudes. You know what I mean? But it ain't like I got to have a real NIL.
There's got to be they have to put some kind of NIL functionality in the game, right?
No, I'm saying listen what I'm saying, Kenny.
But he's talking about actually paying.
I got to spend real money to get
but that's what I'm saying. Like that's the way you're gonna have to do it. Like
hell no, bro. That shit piss me off.
No, they should have it. They should just have it where you have to. They should just have it where fake money in the game where you
fake money in the game.
How do you get that? How do you get that fake money though? You got to save up your VC points by buying or whatever it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't remember how it was last time.
It's like 2K.
I know that's what I'm saying though.
I want to say every week you just got more points. After every week your bank would reload. You could just use the points. Like you might have 100,000 points, and you might use some for calling guys, some for visiting guys, some for buying a new cell phone. Whatever. Yeah, whatever you're doing.
Well, like previously it wasn't NIL, so. Like 2 years ago, you just recruited.
Yeah, man, I'm not spending $100 a week to get more recruiting points on NCAA Football 25. They mess a say in the box when it ain't in the box. You download the game anyway. But yeah, y'all get what I'm trying to say, bro. But yeah, that's where I'm at on that. I'm super excited about it. I'm a run. I think I'm gonna do a coaching mode with Memphis and like kind of play that with them. But I think I'm gonna do this. I think if I'm just gonna be playing the game exhibition, I think I'll be playing with Colorado because I want to play with Travis.
I was about to say.
I want to play with Shadur. I bet Travis Hunter cold as shit. I mean, that man probably cold as hell. Then they got him in wide receiver and corner on that jump. That man probably gonna be cold as a jump. But yeah, so I'm definitely excited too. Yeah, I'm playing that jump. I can't wait. I ain't gonna lie, I can't wait. I'm gonna be playing that jump. But yeah, man. So NCAA Football 25. Y'all got it. Comment about it. Let us know if you're feeling it in the comments. How Memphis is looking on that joint. All those type of things. Number 3. A tweet came out today from, I think, Bleacher Report Kicks, I think is what it was, of leaked photographs, man, of the John Morant Ja 2 shoe. I'll say this, the colorway is ugly to me. It's like a dark purple with some kind of galaxy type thing going on. Had like some kind of fading in the back where it faded from one color to another. I really don't like that on shoes too much. But the shoe, I talked to the Michael Cole about this, and he said something that people have to realize is all these shoes that they're making for these players are going to be hybrids of the shoes that they were wearing before they got a signature shoe. I think Devin Booker, his shoe is a hybrid of a few of the shoes he was wearing before he got his deal. And he said, if you look at Ja's shoe, it's clearly a hybrid of a particular Kobe he was wearing, the early year Kobe's he was wearing, mixed in with the Kyrie's, right? So yeah, it's clearly what that shoe is. I think the shoe itself, I think the style, the silhouette of the shoe is going to be dope when you see in the other colors. I just think this color is terrible. Plus, I also think this is still in the kind of a prototype state. I don't even know there was an actual picture of the shoe. It might have been a computer render for all I could tell. It didn't really look like a shoe to me. Way it was kind of, maybe it was like a bad cutout, or they cut it out of whatever the background is. But I need to see it on Nike.com to really get a true idea of what it is. But I think it's fine. I think the shoe is going to be clean once they come out in the actual colors. If this is the first color they drop, I'm not going to like it, I don't think. But yeah, I'll get them. I'm not going to, I ain't going to get them joints. But once I see them in different colors, I think I'll like them. But I'm on pair number 11. I may get another pair of John 1s just to retire it at a good number at 12 for this particular colorway. But yeah, the John 2s are coming.
12.
The John 2s are coming, and they're coming in October. But the only thing that I will say is that I don't like this. Basically says that they're not doing the slam dunk contest idea I had. That they're going to drop these in October.
You knew
to start
that
the season.
You knew they was.
Yeah. So John's getting the John 2s are going to come out starting the season. So he's played his last game in the John 1s for sure, it looks like. But yeah, that's all I got, man. That's a 3-pointer. About to take a break. When we come back, more on the Anthony Sain Show, guys. We'll see y'all in a minute.
I think a lot of Memphis fans are like freaking out a little bit already because Zack Edey hasn't played outside of that first game that he played. Should they just shut him down? Should they just go ahead and announce, hey, we're shutting him down for the rest of the summer?
No. Why would you do that? What's the point? Why? I know people are like, oh, the first game he had 14 points, 15 rebounds, 4 blocks. We've seen everything we need to see. No, you haven't.
Let him play.
Now, if it has to do with his ankle and it's like bad, then sure, sit him down. But it's not, clearly. I don't get where the Grizzlies are trying to be this cautious with him.
Obviously, he had a very good first outing. Let him continue to acclimate. We've seen people have great summer league games and it not translate. Like, let him continue to not only take the, physical, like, bumps and bruises, but let him take the play. Like, let him have the ups and downs of, having really good games and having games where he doesn't make much of an impact.
Tune in to On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 12 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
There have been 2 players since 2008 in the NCAA that have averaged 75% shooting percentage at the rim on 500 shots with a plus minus of plus 10. So that his team is, 10 points better with him on the floor and he shoots 75% at the rim. Those 2 players are Zack Edey and Brandon Clark.
Oh,
we now have elite rim scoring.
Yeah.
And we did it we did it without having to mortgage the farm. We didn't have to give up a young wing like a Gigi or a Vince and a bunch of picks. And we got a guy that we don't need 30 minutes a night like he was playing in college. We just need somebody to go out there and get us 10, 12 rebounds and follow up John Moran down the lane to get putbacks. That's all we need.
Tune in to The Daily Grind with your host, Lute Hatmaker, every Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. live on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. United Way of the Mid-South and 901 FC are teaming up to gather school supplies for students and teachers in Memphis Shelby County schools. We invite you to join us in our Stuff the Bus initiative. Bring new school supplies to the 901 FC versus San Antonio FC game on Saturday, July 27th at 7:30 p.m. Donate notebooks, pens, pencils, crayons, and much more. Or you can contribute by texting UW Schools to 41444 to make a monetary donation.
Man, we have a big show coming up. The Wildcard Rumble. Wildcard Devin Taylor is of course a tribute to him. He of course passed away in a tragic accident in a lake party a few years ago, and we're having this annual event now to commemorate him, to celebrate his life at the Black Lodge on July the 20th. Tommy, tell us more about what's going on, what the Wildcard Rumble is, the big Wildcard Rumble match, and just the rest of the card that's going on this Saturday night at the Black Lodge.
Well, the Wildcard Rumble, like you said, Sain, honors the Wildcard Devin Taylor, a young man who was like a human ball of light taken out way too soon by a tragedy. And to me, I think that young man needs to be remembered. And I'm going to make sure, as part of, right then, that very first year, that our biggest show of the year would be named after Devin Taylor, the wild card. And that's what we're doing this Saturday, the Wildcard Rumble in honor of Devin Taylor. It's going to be a huge event. It all culminates in a main event that is a Rumble match. And the winner of that 13-man over-the-top rope battle royal will get a title shot, but not any title shot, any title shot at any time. So the stakes are as high as they could ever be. On top of that, we've got the star of the show, Andy Mack, facing off against the king of Memphis, Hunter Havoc. Huge implications in that match. And the
undefeated Hunter, the never defeated Hunter Havoc. You left that part
out. Never. Last time they faced, you know who came out on the top of that? It was Hunter Havoc. So, I mean, And Andy's got a lot of kind of issues going on between the ears right now with this whole Bobby Ford situation. We're going to see if that can get rectified with Hunter Havoc in this match. We'll see. Big match. Then the titles on the 901 Wrestling Championship held by the live wire Bobby Ford. He's in a match against the baddest man alive, returning to the 901 Dustin Anthony, and that title is on the line. So you've got three of the biggest matches in 901 history on the biggest night in 901 history, and it's all for the memory of wildcard Devin Taylor.
Yeah, man, it's going to be an awesome show. I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm telling y'all now, you better get your tickets, man. You better get your tickets now. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
Go get your tickets now. Go on 901wrestling.com. It's at the bottom of the screen, 901wrestling.com. Get those tickets this Saturday night, July the 20th at Black Lodge, 7 p.m. I'm telling you, this is going to be our biggest show of the city, biggest show of the year. I mean, come check it out, man. It's going down at the Black Lodge, the Wildcard Rumble. Like I said, it's dedicated to a great young man whose life was cut terribly short. Like you said, the wild card was an amazing young man. I was on the other side. I was a spectator when he was here. But like I said, man, it's going to be an awesome event. Make sure you guys check it out. Tommy, I appreciate you, brother.
Hey, thank you very much for having me, and see you Saturday.
Oh, yeah, for sure. About to take a break. When we come back, it's going to be more the Anthony Sain Show. We'll see you guys in a minute.
AAC commish Burnetti's come out and basically said that they're going to potentially put a cap on each school within the American that would be below that threshold. No indication of what the number may be. It could be 15. It could be 5. It could be 2. His argument is that makes the league overall better holistically, right? It's a level playing field. There's not many schools in the American that would be able to meet some threshold like 22 million anyway. So they're gonna vote for whatever benefits them.
Does any Power 4 conference, do they work that way, or do they it feels like they are very much like, hey man, step your game up and come up here with us.
None of them would ever put any sort of cap on that.
No. We just gotta get out of this conference, man.
We do. And hopefully we do.
Tune in to Tigers Untapped with TJ Willis and Trey Lasley every Wednesday at 3 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. NCAA college football 25 released on the day that we are recording it, released at 3 p.m. Christian, you said you've been playing it all afternoon. Christian, give us your first initial thoughts.
First initial thoughts. Blissful joy would be initially. I pressed the button, turn it on, and we're back. It's like I just got transported back to my 15, 16-year-old.
Like, were you a little giddy? Were you like, did you get like shivers? Like,
yeah, it was just like
chills.
Like a kid again, dude. I haven't booted up a new college football game in, what is it? 10, 11 years.
Yeah.
10, 11 years. So, I mean, I was 15, 16 years old when the last one came out.
Crazy. Tune in to On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 12 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. United Way of the Mid-South and 901 FC are teaming up to gather school supplies for students and teachers in Memphis Shelby County schools. We invite you to join us in our Stuff the Bus initiative. Bring new school supplies to the 901 FC versus San Antonio FC game on Saturday, July 27th at 7:30 p.m. Donate notebooks, pens, pencils, crayons, and much more. Or you can contribute by texting UW Schools to 41444 to make a monetary donation.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Anthony Sain Show. As you've been watching the show, if you watch the commercials, you probably saw an ad for a great event that's going on. We're going to have people from 901 FC to come talk about this event as well. United Way of the Mid-South, in partnership with 901 FC, they're going to have a Stuff the Bus night. That's going to be Saturday, July 27th at 7:30 p.m. That's next Saturday. We need you guys to bring your school supplies, man. Bring them out. They need notebooks, pens, pencils, crayons, and much more. You can also contribute by texting in UW Schools to 41444 to make a monetary donation. Get those donations in. It's going to be for a great cause. If you're going to the game, 901 FC, next Saturday the 27th, you can donate there in person as well. I know I'm going to be there. Ken, I think you're going to be there as well.
I will absolutely be there.
A couple people from Bluff City Media that'll be there. If you want to do some, you might see us at the game. It's going to be great, man. It's going to be a great event. Make sure y'all check that out. Make sure you guys participate. United Way of the Mid-South and 901 FC coming together for Stuff the Bus night at 901 FC. But Kenny, it's time for Inside the Same Brain, where we talk about something that's just been on a brother's mind. This ain't been on my mind long, Kenny Stubblefield, but it's been on my mind long enough, man.
Go back to the first segment.
Yeah. I get a crazy notification on my phone, man, that I gotta sit down for this one, man. Kenny, there's I don't like Nashville. I let y'all know I don't care for Nashville at all. But there's a place in Nashville, and my daughter Sabrina's graduated from school, so I have absolutely no reason to go. I used to go to Murfreesboro, and then I kind of swing through Nashville sometimes. But I have no reason to go to Nashville right now, right?
Right.
But there was this place called Buds and Brews, Kenny Stubblefield, that was in Nashville, and I always said I wanted to go. Last time I went to Murfreesboro, I did not make the trip out there too. But Kenny, I come to find out today that Buds and Brews is coming to Binghamton, Tennessee, inside of Memphis. Buds and Brews. And what is Buds and Brews, you might be asking? Buds and Brews is a place, Kenny Stubblefield, where it is Buds and Brews cannabis bar and restaurant offers THC-infused condiments and drinks. Kenny, I'm down for the cause, Kenny. I can't wait for this. And Kenny, we need this. This needs a sponsor.
We might be able to be on location a few times.
Hey, bro, this Buds and Brews. I don't know who y'all owner is. I don't know who the franchise is. Just expect a call from me, man.
Yeah,
bro, we'll give you the first month free. We'll run your ass for free, man. Just let me come in, get right, get tight, man. I hate to beg for sponsorship. We're here live on air, but I ain't messed up about it, man.
Hey, man.
You ain't too proud to beg, man.
I ain't too proud to beg. I cannot wait to go to this place. I've heard people tell me about it. Bro, this is a you know, they say sometimes you want to go where everybody know your name, bro.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes you want to go where everybody hide a motherfucker. That's why.
Hey, me and you have talked about this for a long time. This city needs more places.
Yes.
With THC infused.
Yes, where I can go and just do
and
my
drinks.
thing. And I ain't got to worry about no police coming in. It's all legal stuff. Man, come on, bro.
I'm excited about this. I am absolutely. We can do live shows at Buds and Brews, man. Let's go.
It says that Tennessee hasn't legalized marijuana, so the restaurant works with the Tennessee Department of Agriculture to follow federal regulations. In 2018, a farm bill became law allowing for THC in products as long as it is not more than 0.3% of the weight of the product. We have all our licensing, Solomon said. We really go above and beyond what the state requires. Solomon said all the employees are Alcohol Beverage Commission certified and monitor consumption. If you're a server and you walk up to a table and somebody orders a bunch of shots of tequila, you have to assess them, Solomon said. You have to make sure they're not drunk before you serve them. There are some things you have to do, and we do the same thing. The THC-infused products will be stored off-site and delivered to the restaurant daily for security. Solomon hopes to have Buds and Brews up and running in Memphis by this fall. Oh, my God.
Oh, that's about 2 months.
Sometimes you want to go where you can be high as a motherfucker.
I remixed it, John.
Hey, Perry, what's up, man? You gonna follow? What's up, Perry? Go with your boy. You get you something to eat, man. Get you some regular
Man,
food, man.
I pull up.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Man, take a shot. Take a shot, for me. Come on, bro.
Hey, any place of food, I'm there.
Hey, bro, we finna be kicking it, kid. I'm finna be, man. Woo! Up in that thing, man. Ooh, we lit in with the city. Hey, for the city. I tell you what, man, we better get about this, man. Shout out to Tommy Jacks, man. Go come check out.
That's a new tagline. Liddy for the city, baby.
I'm about to be lit in with the city for the city. You hear me, baby? Hey, check it out, though. Shout out to my man Tommy Jacks. Check out the Wildcard Rumble this Saturday, man. At the Black Lodge, 7 p.m. Get your tickets, 911wrestling.com. Next Saturday, bring your donations or shoot over your donations. We gave you the information on how to text that over. Let me give y'all that one more time, just in case y'all missed that joint. Text your donations to UW Schools. Text UW Schools to 41444 to make a cash donation. These kids, you would be surprised how many kids don't have basic school supplies. How many? Think about their parents who might have 4 or 5 kids at a time, and getting all these long lists of school supplies is going to be a hassle for them. Make those donations to the less fortunate, man, if you can. But like I said, it's be big stuff going down. Kenny, we about to slide about this, John Parish. I appreciate you, my boy, as usual, rocking with me each and every Wednesday, man. For the crew, this is Anthony Sain. We'll see y'all next time. And we out.
Thank you for listening to the Anthony Sain Show. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. For comprehensive coverage of Memphis sports, head over to www.bluffcitymedia.co and find out how you can become an insider. We will see you back here next week.